Good morning. It's Sunday, April 21st, 2019. It's way too early. Here we go. Baby smooth, like it. Oh yeah. So why in the world did I start this week's entry in the bathroom shaving? I will explain now. Also, my voice is still a little deep from waking up, so I can be all sultry and sexy about it. Hi. Welcome to Life by Lior. Anyway, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, a very good friend of mine who watches these vids, and he gave me a very, very good, valuable piece of feedback, which was sometimes in these vlogs, in these videos, the way that I talk, the way that I express myself isn't completely true to who I really am when I'm just talking to someone. The reason I gave him and the reason that I believe in is, to me, there's a slight, very small, but it's there. There's a difference between the way you are on camera and the way you are just when you're with people or whatever it is, not on camera. And it's always been very easy for me to be in videos, just whether if it's a video of like something professional, whether it's a video of just me and a bunch of my friends just messing around. It's always been easier for me to be with friends because then I don't really think about the fact that there's a camera in the room, and it's just easier for me to be myself, because at that point all I'm thinking about is I'm just hanging out with some buddies, I'm having a good time, who cares if there's a camera, I'm just gonna do whatever. I'm just gonna be exactly the same way that I would be if there was no camera here, because I'm just with my friends. But when I'm alone in the room, that's the difference. That's where you really see the big difference in my personality and the way that it kind of comes through. Because when I'm just alone in the room by myself, I'm rather quiet. I don't really talk much, and if I do ever talk to myself or I say anything to myself or I laugh out loud at something, it's, the way that you would do that when you're just by yourself. And when there's a camera there in front of me, that changes, because now it's not that I have this thing, I gotta entertain. It's not really that, but there's a part of it too. It's more of a thing of, I am documenting this is going on the internet. I want to be, and I want to look, and I want to sound presentable. And I honestly don't think that I think about myself that usually I'm not presentable, but when there's a camera there, I want to be more presentable than I normally would be. Mostly, once again, because I'm alone in the room, and otherwise I would not really say anything at all, or, I would just act differently. Now, how does this connect to me filming in the bathroom? I wanted to include something in the video that showed me in the most unflattering, unpresentable way possible. So I had just woken up, because proper English is important. I had just woken up, and I went into the bathroom, and I was like, I could film this. So I put the camera on the tripod and I put it in the mirror, and it's like, alright, here we go. So I shaved, it looked like crap, and I'm sort of getting back into myself now, but I know I still don't look 100%. And I'm wearing this little hoodie because it's surprisingly very cold for April 21st. It's raining out there, there's wind, there's all kinds of things, and I'm having my coffee. Cheers, by the way. And yeah, I know the way my voice sounds and the way I do these little expressions with my eyes where I do this kind of thing. I don't do that when I just talk to people. I know that. But that's not the point. The point here is to have fun. I don't really take this too seriously. I just like making faces and doing voices and just kind of taking this to wherever. And this really isn't done to impress or make an audience laugh or anything like that. It's to entertain myself. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be watching this. And if I watch a video of myself that's boring, I don't know. I'd rather watch something of myself where I'll go, oh, that's pretty funny. Look at me acting like an idiot. That's nice. But that's me. So I'm also going to give a quick update on the Amazon thing. About 20 minutes after I finished filming yesterday, I guess it was last week. It was yesterday for me. Anyway, the point is, after I finished filming yesterday on Saturday, I contacted Amazon as they asked me to do. They asked me to contact them on Saturday. So I did, and they gave me something that I feel very, very good about, and I will quote it. Now, this is not a quote yet, but they started an investigation to figure out what happened to the return package because it arrived at the Amazon facility, the returns facility, but nobody registered it, nobody scanned it into the system, it's just not there. So they started an investigation to see what happened to it and where it is. And I was told to contact them on Saturday, yesterday, and just to get a result and to get an update. And I was told yesterday that they would need more time for the investigation. To which I replied that I have done everything correctly and this is not my fault and I want a result. I want my money back. This has gone on for too long. I want this to be over. That's what I said. They said, you will get the refund tomorrow even if the investigation is not completed. And boy will I drink to that. Coffee, that is. This is actual coffee, it's not spiked. I'm just drinking coffee because it's early in the morning and well, let's face it, I need it. Now, when will I get my refund? Tomorrow, from yesterday, on April 21st. Well, today is April 21st, and I'm quite excited because we're starting a new week and the whole Amazon thing is going to be resolved. It's going to be fantastic, and tomorrow on Monday I will update exactly on how that's going. I'm going to wrap up today's very, very long entry up to this point, and I'm going to finish my coffee and be back tomorrow, hopefully. The hat is back. Well, it's Saturday, it's April 27th, and gonna wrap up the week. Last thing I filmed was the previous segment on Sunday, and on Monday I started feeling myself getting that like pre-sickness kind of feeling, when, you know, a little bit of headache, a little bit of like weirdness kind of, you know, that feeling you get. And then on Tuesday I got full-blown sick, and I was sick for like 3-4 days and I'm still actually recovering. My voice is a little hoarse. I haven't shaved in a few days. My hair's a mess. My room is a mess because I haven't been here. I've been in bed. But it's a beautiful day. It's cloudy, sort of overcast. The weather is nice. The birds are chirping outside. And I'm just gonna go over what happened this week. So I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember, but it doesn't really matter. My car just stopped working. I wanted to get out of the house for a second and my car just wouldn't start, so I called my Toyota dealership and started troubleshooting. Told them my car wouldn't start and told them what lights were on, told them what's going on, what noises I was hearing, and they said it's most likely the battery. Now, truth be told, I haven't exactly been using my car all that much recently because I've been walking places, I've been taking trains, you know, just other stuff. And when you don't use your car for a while, the battery dies. That's exactly what happened. So as I was talking to the guy from Toyota, he was like, do you have anyone who can help you with cables, get your car started up? I was like, no. So he volunteered to come over and actually help me out. Started my car up. Guy was an absolute saint, so shout out to him. So I got my car up and running, took it for a little drive. Didn't actually really go anywhere because I was feeling sick and I didn't really want to overload my body. You know, with just not feeling well and having the stress of like running around the car, back the house, back to the car, Googling what I can do, like opening up the car bonnet and looking, you know, it was just a messy day. But it turned out well in the end, so thank God for that. And the rest of the week was spent in bed, just resting, drinking a lot of tea, getting a lot of sleep. And it's only now that I'm starting to get back into myself, my energy is starting to come back, my voice is still hoarse, but it's getting back into things. I wrote a little song today and I started recording some of it, so everything's alright. Ain't nothing gonna break me. Anyway, that's good for this week's diary entry. I'm gonna get off here while my voice is still somewhat intact, and I'll be back next week.